Okay, today class is about scalar and vector. First, before we start, first we have to study about what do you mean by physical quantity. What do you mean by physical quantity? First is what? Physical quantity. Physical quantity. Physical quantity. Physical quantity. Physical quantity are the things which can be measured, which quantity can be measured are called physical quantity, Okay, then let's see about examples. That is speed can be measured, that is meter by second units, and the mass can be measured by kg. Then the distance can be measured by meter, centimeter, like this. Then tell some example of the quantity which cannot be measured. That means that is emotion, then tear, then anger. These are not physical quantity. Because we cannot measure these quantities. Okay, then according to physics, the physical quantity are classified into two types. Physical quantity can classify into two types. It is classified into three types. One is the scalar, and second one is the vector, and third one is the tensor. Okay, scalar means what? These are the quantity. It has only magnitude. Magnitude is called scalar quantity. And the vector quantity is the quantity which has both magnitude and direction, and also satisfy laws of vector addition. These quantities are called what? Vector quantity. And tensor means what? It has magnitude plus two direction. Magnitude and two direction. Let us see different quantity. Let us see the different quantity with example and elaborately. Suppose first one is scalar. Suppose I can say that suppose the mass 1 kg potato. That means this 1 is what? It is the magnitude, and it is the unit. Of the physical quantity. Then distance. Let us see distance equal to 5 kilometer. Let's see the 5 kilometer. Here the 5 kilometer is the magnitude. Okay, then this type of quantity are called what? Scalar quantity. Then come to what? Vector quantity. Vector quantity means what? The example is what? Like vector quantity. Vector quantity. Vector quantity. That means which is magnitude plus direction plus obey law of vector addition. Law of vector addition. Law of vector addition. Law of vector addition. Let's see an example. Suppose displacement. What? Displacement. Displacement is the what? Vector quantity. Displacement means what? It is the shortest distance between 2 points. Between 2 points is called the displacement. Let's see. Suppose I have to go from this point A point to B, again C, then it is the initial position of mine and it is the final position of the mine. Final position. Then if we draw a straight line from A to C, which give the displacement. That means what? Displacement. The distance between the initial position and the final position is called the displacement. Suppose let's see, this is the 4 kilometer and this is 3 kilometer. Then this distance is what? 5 kilometer. If we ask some question, that is, tell me how can you move from A to C with minimum distance. If we go here, it is 4 kilometer, then again 3, that means it is 7 kilometer. But if we see from A point to C point in this direction, then we can easily or we can reach at the shortest distance. That means what? Suppose this is the north, south, east and west. Then the distance between A and C is 5 kilometer from क्या होगा? From southeast direction. From क्या होगा? Direction क्या होगा? Southeast. If we move in the southeast direction 5 kilometer up to 5 kilometer, then we reach at the point C. That is called the, then in case of the displacement is what? Here there is the 5 kilometer and the direction is what? South and east. Okay, that means it is the magnitude and it gives the direction of the quantity. That's why it is called the what? Displacement. And third one is what? It satisfies the or obey the law of vector addition. Vector addition means what? Suppose A plus B, if we add the two vector, this vector equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. This equation must be satisfied. That means what? Suppose let's see A equal to 4 kilometer and B equal to 5 kilometer. Then if we find out the resultant, R equal to what? The square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. That means if we see this is the AB the one vector and the BC the two vector, then angle between two vector is what? 90 degree. That means this value is 0. That is 3 square plus 4 square equal to what? 9 plus 16. That is square root of 25, which will be give the value of 5. Then resultant will be give the 5. But there is some quantity. Let's see the current. Let's see the current. See current. Suppose there is a node. There is some input current I1 equal to 2 ampere. Then I2 second current, that is 3 ampere, and the third current is I3 equal to 5 ampere, and it is connected to a single wire which give the current is amount I equal to 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is 10 ampere. But it does not satisfy law of vector addition, but it has both magnitude and direction, but not satisfy law of vector addition. That's why current is not a vector quantity. Current is not a vector quantity. So it is the only exception, and we have to remember this. Then vector quantity is the quantity which has magnitude and direction, and it must obey the law of vector addition. That's why the current is not a vector quantity, but the displacement is a vector quantity. Okay.